Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 280! Check. Watch me before. Let's get it together, defense. Ram. Check nine.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready. Mike is 59. It's our field. Hey, let him go.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They try right side here, Gurley. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the shotgun, Ryan. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They fake the give. Now Wentz into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Ryan. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. But we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 times. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down again. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. And the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this one to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19. Gurley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 28 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Get up.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Ryan. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Ryan dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw again is Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Carson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wentz. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Go.
On play action, it's Wentz. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Great 57. Let's find 7. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They run. It's Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, Charlie. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm coming after you.
On third down, Ryan. And going deep for Hill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
We got this.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, Giants! Deebo Samuel making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Wentz now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Ryan, they complete it to Hill. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through the...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Deebo Samuel now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Gun. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Go.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, South. Let's go right here.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, he's going to let one fly for Tate. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He completes it to Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Hey, high 7.
On play action, Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Sione Takitaki in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
82, 40. Hey, orbit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Black. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah. You don't want none.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Davis. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Hunter Henry, 30 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to the workhorse today, it's Gurley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Gurley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to give a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.